What a cold day. It's a good day to craft, right? Any day's a good day to craft, but especially if it's freezing out, it's good. So, I am working with the greenhouse or the garden greenhouse bundle. I'm still trying to get used to all of the names. If you order from me up until midnight tonight, if you order $50 in product from me, please use this host code right here, and you will receive a pack of the faux sea glass shapes. So pretty, right? Now, starting tomorrow from the 12th to the 18th, if you order $50 in product, good morning, Carrie. I will send the brushed brass butterflies. Everybody loves these because they're very flat. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for taking time out of your day for me. I appreciate it. I have a new card class that I just launched yesterday. It's with the New Horizons bundle. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Judith. Let me show you these cards. You get to make 2 of each. The class is $40. This is called a bay window card. Isn't that fun? So that's a little different. And then this card right here. And then this one. Good morning, Mary. Thank you for joining. And there's this one right here. And then this one. Ah, so pretty, right? I love this paper, the way you have that nice deep 3D effect. It's just beautiful. Once you add the fence and the pebbles, it really gives you a nice look of a landscape. So I designed these, and this will be going on until the 20th of January. And then I'll order the product and we'll go from there. Wonderful, right? So this is so pretty. We're going to do a little blending with some ink, and I incorporated this. Good morning, Bling Bling. I incorporated this with our other stamp set, the Plentiful Plants. Right here. I've had this for a while. This is in the annual catalog. I kept thinking of what could go in a greenhouse. Flowers, plants, and what else did I have? Hi, Diane. That I could use in this greenhouse. So I did this over here with the little potted succulents. They came out so cute. And then I used this paper. I've already had this paper. This is the Bloom Where You're Planted paper. So pretty. A lot of the dies cut out many of these shapes. And just had a lot of fun combining 2 sets. The Card Shoppers More. Nancy, hi, hello. I believe you're new watching. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and start. Well, let's look at the card that I made on Sunday. Was this one? Isn't this pretty? So light, right? And I use the DSP here is Daffodil Afternoon. That's from the Celebration catalog. And behind here, I used vellum to where it gave us like an etched glass look. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for the heart. Wonderful. So this gave us an etched glass look, and it's flat on here. But today, what I did, this is acetate, the window sheets, I should say. This is the window sheets. And so you could kind of see through it really nicely. And then I did pop it up with dimensionals right here. Just some mini dimensionals just to lift it off of this page a little bit. Really came out cute. So let's go ahead and start making this card. I've already put some things together. We've got some things to cut out and just have fun this morning with some ink and paper and die cuts and flowers and happiness. And yeah, let me put all these little dies up here that we're going to use, and we'll cut those out. And I'll put my paper up here. Let's go over just a few measurements right here. The base is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. It will open like this in a, thank you for sharing, Diane, in a landscape mode. I found with this house, or with the greenhouse, that I need you could do it like this, but it's easier to have more surface this way. So that's the base of the card. The inside, I used cinnamon cider, 5 by 3 3/4, and basic white, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Hey, Lynn. Then on the outside, we're going to do a little blending on this piece. This is just a piece of basic white, 5 1/4 by 4. So and then I have this brick, isn't this pretty, from the Plentiful Plants. I believe it's, I forgot, 2 by 4. Yeah, 2 inches by 4 inches is what this piece is. And it will go right here on our paper after we do the blending. So let's go ahead and get that done. I'll remove this host code. If you order from me, there's my host code for the month. I appreciate that. Okay, so I started with I have a whole stack of ink here. We're going to use a whole lot of ink. Balmy blue, and some of the inks, just for a little flower. And we'll put those together. So I'm going to start with a little balmy blue, and I have our blending brushes here. And I'm just going to go into the balmy blue and make a little bit of a sky. I always come off of it a little bit to get the blob of ink off, and then I come to my paper. So I just like tap it once to get that blob so that I don't get a big blob of ink on here. Good morning, Jill. Good morning, everyone. If I've missed you, good morning. I try to see everyone. Thank you for spending some of your morning. Oh, there's a troll. Okay, we'll take care of that in a minute after we're off of here. It's okay. It happens. And we'll just ink this up really nicely. Give us a nice, pretty, balmy blue kind of sky. Hi, Linda. From Florida. I bet you don't have any winter like we're getting here. Oh, so cold today. I think I put a note on most of my cards, and I said winter is a great time to craft, and a lot of my people live in Florida, and I thought, well, they might get cold weather too, to them. Now I'm going to use a little Granny Apple Green. Close this up, and let's go in with a little, I'll use another brush, just not to clean that one, just to keep going here. A little Granny Apple Green right here in the center. Wisconsin is cold. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mary. Thanks for reporting the troll. I appreciate it. I usually, when I get off of here, and all through the day, I check. Not the cold that you have, but anything under 70. Oh, that's funny. Yes. Is cold. Anything under 70 is cold to Linda. Yes, I totally get that. When you're in a warm climate, that's true. And this just looks so pretty. Just adding just some color here. And as you can see, it's just coming out really, really nicely. And this is Granny Apple Green. I used Balmy Blue first. And now I'm going to use a little crumb cake is next. Our crumb cake. Whoop. Our crumb cake is next. Get those out of the way so that I don't pick one of them up. Mix up my ink. So if you don't have these blending brushes, you might really enjoy, if you like to use a lot of ink and do stuff like this. It really does come out nice. These brushes give a very, very soft effect, not a really definitive effect. Very, very soft. And I wanted that behind this greenhouse. I was just kind of trying to think, what is in a greenhouse? Well, there's always plants. The other one I did with the plants that come, or the greenery that comes with that bundle. But I was wondering what else I had here in the craft room to go with it. So I just want this to be nice and light, not too heavy looking at all. And I just keep adding my color till I get what I want. And I think we're just about good right there. That's all that we need right there. Just nice, right? Just easy, soft color. So pretty. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add our little piece of brick here. And that's going to go here. It's 2 by 4. So it fits right on the side of that card. And then we'll decorate right in here. Get my Tombow. You can use any adhesive that you'd like. I appreciate all my new people that have signed up on my email list. Thank you so much. Okay. My daughter just texted me. There was a, okay, I feel better. Okay. There was a really bad accident on the interstate today. And I know what time she goes to work. And of course, as a mom, I was just scared. And I texted her. I was like, are you okay? She texted me. She said, I'm off today. I was like, oh, okay. Whew, okay, good. Okay, that's good. All right. So you always worry, right? When that comes over the news, you're like, oh, no, where are my children? Yes. So, all right, we'll put that there. Let's go ahead and work on the inside of the card. You're absolutely going to love this. Now, on the inside, I used a little So Saffron here. It says just a little high from me, and it's just light. So I want to change that. I think I'm going to do that in Cinnamon Cider today. So I'm going to use the Stamparatus. Let me pull this in right here. And this piece for the inside is 4 3/4. Woo! Everything's stuck to everything. 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I'm going to put that right there. And this is from the garden greenhouse right here. Right here is this little part of the greenery. And then you get to stamp the little flowers in it. So I want this to come out really nice. And I'm placing my stems right to the bottom of that piece of paper. I'm going to open this up. Ooh, there's some ink on there from yesterday. Let me get that off of there. I definitely don't want that on my card, right? Use my chamois. And then because it's wet, I keep a little washcloth in here to dry it off. Okay, all right, we're good. Now, so this will close like that. I'm going to use, I believe I used Garden Green on this. Yes, I did. Here we go. And I'm just going to take the ink to the stamp. And if you notice, if you're new to my channel, I put a stamp case underneath here because this now gives me a nice solid surface to add my ink to my stamp. And then close it. Oh, look how pretty. That's so pretty, right? And I just want it a little bit more. So now we know we're in position. And we're just going to close it like that. Oh, I love that. Perfect. Absolutely. Absolutely perfect. Okay. Let me get the cinnamon cider out. Well, I've got that on there. And I'm going to add my little sentiment. Good morning, Carol. Yes, I know, Carol. Gosh, it's so cold. Yeah, a sunny 20-something there, right? Just a little high from me. Oh, and this comes from, where's that stamp set? I just had it. Oh, this comes from this stamp set right here, Special Moments. This is in your celebration catalog. And it's just a really cute little saying. Where is it? Just a little high from me. Isn't that cute? So I've been using my celebration items and using my stamp sets on the outside with the sentiment, and then adding my sentiment for the inside with that Special Moments. I really like those. Only 19 in Jersey. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know, right? So cold, guys. Oh, I like that a lot better. You see that a lot better. I love So Saffron, but it was just so light on that other card. Okay, now while we're at it and we have everything right here, let's go ahead and stamp some flowers in here. I did this the other day on, let me close this, get that out the way, and I'll bring the pad in. I did this the other day on that card, and this set has such cute, teeny tiny little flowers. There's 4 of them right there. So I'm going to use some Petal Pink right here. Oh, I missed a comment. 21 in Baltimore. We have a heat wave. Oh my gosh. It's 1 in Massachusetts. We should not be complaining. It is 1 degree in Massachusetts. Won't complain. I'm in a heat wave. I know, right? But oh my gosh, one degree. I know. And it gets like that here. You know, I don't like the cold weather. So I'm going to use my petal pink on a couple of these flowers right there. This is my favorite one. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, this is my favorite flower. It is so cute. In this whole set, this is my little favorite flower. So I put this one over here. It's so adorable. Let me use some So Saffron now. And we'll put that on with this one right here. And this is all in the greenhouse stamp set. These are all these teeny tiny flowers right here, okay? And this one here, but that's all in that stamp set. I just paired it with the Plentiful Plants because I was trying to look for different things to put in a greenhouse. There, and now I'm going to use some Coastal Cabana. Look at how nice this comes together while we, as we place the flowers with all of this pretty ink. And a little Coastal Cabana. And this one lines up right in there. So cute. I love teeny tiny things. I love teeny tinies. That's so cute. I love it. I love that. Okay, then I want this one again. I'm going to clean that. This one again in Coastal Cabana. Had to go out this morning for blood work. Oh, glad to be home, right? Yeah. Yuck. There we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? Such a pretty inside of the card. So you just don't have to use this stamp just for the outside of the card and in the greenhouse. I guess that's what I'm trying to show with this card. I try to use as much product in my few days that I get on here live. I try to use as much of the product that I can. And a lot of times, most of the time, really, I use all of it, all the dies and all the stamps. Okay, we're going to add this to our cinnamon cider here. And now we have the inside of the card complete. So pretty. Let's go ahead and place this on the inside. Yeah, a lot of times that blood work, you know, you can't eat before you have it done. So I would want to go early too. This way, then I could move on with my day, right? Even if it's cold out, right? It's worth it to go out just so you could come back and get normal again, right? Okay, there's that. It's for the inside. Let's get our envelope. And some garden green. And now I'm using this. I love this. This is so pretty. It's distinctive. Well, and so is this, but this is beautiful. It also has a die to cut it. So I'm going to put this on the envelope, on the front, right here. And then on the back of the envelope, we're going to use the DSP. Oh, I missed a comment. Yes, having coffee now. I know, right? I know. Yes, I get that. I totally get that. I keep wanting to use my DSP throughout this next few months. I will be using it a lot. So I'm going to cover my envelope because, like you've heard me say in the past little bit, I had way too much DSP left over. I was like, wow, what do you do with all of this? Well, we need to use it more is what we need to do. Even though we love it, sometimes I save it. I don't know why. I have DSP from years ago. Did you see how I did that? I just put the DSP, I put the glue on the flap first, then I put the DSP on there. And here, oh, I know I had to tell you guys something. Hold up. I went to the post office yesterday. And I wanted to know about these slimline cards. Let's take a break for just a second, okay? I wanted to know about the slimline cards. So I took this one and I put it in the envelope and I asked the postal lady, I said, you know, what is the postage on this? Because we're afraid to run out. Oh, how funny. Because we're afraid to run out of DSP. That's what it is. I don't know why either. I know. Yes. So she suggested, because when these cards go through and get marked with wherever that they are, the machine itself has like an S, and it's like a snaky little machine. And she said to add the 20 cents with your stamp, because these need to be sent non-machinable, because when they go through the S, they're gonna bend. Okay, they're gonna really, really bend. And so she said to tell everyone the best thing to do is to add 20 cents to your stamp and send it as non-machinable. And then your card won't get bent. And I think this card is pretty enough that it is worth 20 cents more to get it mailed properly. So, and then you can use this envelope, no big deal. You don't have to put it into another envelope. The whole problem with it is that when it goes through that S, see where I've popped these up with dimensionals? It could get stuck in the machine. Okay, so that's the thing. So just 20 cents more on there. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're happy and the glue is dry, right? So that's good. So yes, I had to go there and discuss a few things with them, and that was one of them. I buy the forever non-machinable stamps. Oh, I didn't even know they had forever non-machinable stamps. I did not know that. I thought you just had to get like a roll of 20-cent ones and put them on with your forever stamps. Yeah, it is. This is all good to know. Yes. And now I'm just trimming this around my envelope flap. Let's see. They do have special stamps for that. You can get them in forever stamps in a case, and the price goes up. Thanks for, oh, okay. Yes. She didn't even tell me about that, the postal lady. So, but I will be getting the 20-cent ones and just adding it to it. And I think we'll be okay there when I send those out. Ooh, I'm stuck. Okay. Here we go. Now, we've used a nice portion of the DSP, and our envelope is cool looking, right? Yes, yeah, Carrie, honest, gift bags are fantastic to make with DSP. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Now we have some cutting to do. So I wanted to get a lot of that out of the way. And we need to use the larger machine because I'm going to cut this out of window sheet, and the window sheet is thicker. So this time I am placing this still. Oh, okay, that's good, Lynn. Lynn bought them before the price went up. So now we're going to use the window sheet, but this is thick, and I need the pressure of this wonderful machine here, our stamp cut and emboss machine, the full size one. Okay. And we'll go ahead and put this here because I definitely need the pressure. Now, as I'm doing this and cutting, I'm going to bring in some pieces here with my flowers and try to do like two things at once. Okay. So I have these 4 little flowers that come in the garden greenhouse set. They're so cute, right? They're real retro looking. They're just dies. There's no stamps. Whoop, I'm really close. There's no stamps for it, okay, here in the stamp set. I'll show you that in a minute. They're just the dies. And I wanted to use these. Like I said, I attempt to use as much of the product as I can to give you guys some nice ideas. So we'll start here. This is So Saffron. And now we've got that window sheet. And this is really it might crack. It's okay. We're not breaking anything. It just sounds horrible because it's going through that plastic. And that's another thing I wanted to show you. And I'm rolling it a few times just to make sure I get a good cut. But that's another thing I wanted to tell you is don't panic when you hear all of the cracking, okay? Because that can be, like if you're new to this, that can be like, oh my goodness, I've just broke something. Okay, now let's take this out. And see, this will just, if it doesn't pop all the way out, I will get my scissor and just cut that, okay? Because it is quite thick. I have to admit that. All right, now we have these little flowers in So Saffron ready, because we're going to make a lot. I know, right? It cracks. Yeah, if you're new to it, you're thinking, wow, I'm breaking the machine, you know? But, because I know when I was new with it, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? Which I can't believe that was like 10 years ago. I just can't even believe that. I've been doing Stampin' Up! For like 10 years, a decade. That's amazing. You know, and I always tell everyone, for the first 4 years, I never had a customer. I was my best customer. Never had not one customer. And now look where I'm at. Got all you guys watching. We're having fun. Got customers. You just have to stick with it and be consistent. And then move and shake when you need to move and shake. Sometimes that happens. So what else do I need? I need to cut out more flowers. Okay. I put in the regular box with other, oh yes, okay. All right, now these are petal pink, and I'm cutting a set of 4 out of each color. So I've got petal pink, additional ounce postage just went up 30. Yes, it did. And there's a free. Yep, I know, Kelly. I went to the post office yesterday, and I was about to cancel stamps.com as per my CPA, wanting me to get rid of any recurring payments that I can. But that's a business move. But the postal, that's why I had a lot of questions for her. But my postal person said, oh no, not now. You know, that it's best to do stamps.com because of the discount. So that is, we have to keep that. But I'm not training any longer with Rhonda. And then I also had to cancel Zoom because that was a recurring payment. But that's not to say that I might not Zoom with my team like once a quarter, you know, and do something like that. Because I'm looking into doing something like that. Not to cut it off totally, but do it like 4 times a year. And that's okay. So yeah, just, you know, sometimes you just have to, when you're doing this as a business, and you guys know if you order from me, I ship a lot, you know. My shipping costs last year were over $4,000. And the more I look at it like this, like I told the CPA, I said, hey, the more shipping costs I have, the more orders I have. And he agreed. Just very concerned about supply chain and what is going to go on in the spring. So he's just trying to help me to stay ahead of everything and keep my business going so that I stay here, you know, and keep on going. And that is the name of the game. Shake with the economy. You have to move and shake with what is going on, and you just have to do it. And it's okay. It's not to say that it's permanent. Nothing is permanent. You know, not to say that it can't always go back to the way it was at a later date, so that, which is fine. But, you know, that's just a little business on my end, because I am extremely small business, you know, guys. I mean, like the smallest of the small of business. So, which is great. I wouldn't want it any other way. I like what I like. I have to admit, I really enjoy the part where I am with Stampin' Up. I don't have to hire anybody, which is nice. You know, and so I just like doing it myself. And it really works out really well for me. So, you know, so the more that those calendars had to be sent as packages. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, you know, oh, you're so sweet, Jill. Thank you so much. You know, and I'm very, very honest with everybody. You know, I'm very honest about this Stampin' Up and everything. You know, we had a nice little meeting online yesterday with Stampin' Up. And, you know, they're basically telling us that we're going to have these kinds of issues for another 1.5 years with the supplies. And so, you know, sometimes you have to try. sometimes you just have to, I'm getting my little snips here, and I'm just cutting along this line just to release it. It's just a little bit stuck. There we go. Perfect. Need extra postage. Yes, always, you know, yeah, you can't help it. You know, if you're going to have a business like this and do it online, there is going to be extra everything. So, but it's okay, no problem. Okay, now we're going to make the greenhouse. We have the little, like the glass, okay? This is the glass of the greenhouse to me. And where the other card was like a frosty, because I used the vellum, I wanted to show you guys a different look. And so let's see, let's move this out of the way and let's bring this in now. Okay, I want to work with some adhesive sheets. They're on back order. My little piece here is 3 by 3.5. It fits my little house there, my greenhouse, perfectly. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to put some of the adhesive sheet on. This piece is early espresso. And you know, I mean, I am totally honest with you guys. During the pandemic, when everyone was home, this business was going crazy, you know, but people are back to work, and, you know, we do have some supply issues, and prices are up, you know, a little inflation going on, and, you know, so you just got to move and shake with everything. It's okay. It is more than okay. As long as we just keep crafting. Look how cute this is going to be. Then we cut this on the side where, of course, the adhesive sheets are not. So let's bring that machine back in, and I could probably put this in the mini, but we do have the adhesive. Also, if you have the old Stampin' Up trimmer, the plastic bar will also work to check your cards. Yes, yeah, I use my Fiskas to check the width or the thickness of my cards. So we're going to cut this, and like I said, I've got the adhesive sheet on there because this house is so skinny. Well, first of all, to use liquid glue. Oh, thank you, Lynn. To use liquid glue on a clear acetate sheet there is probably not the best thing to do. So here we have all this cut out. Let's move this aside. It's actually not the thing to do at all, to tell you the truth. It's not that it's not the best thing to do. Don't do it. Because what's going to happen here is, oh, thank you, Annette. Oh, thank you. I am. You know, why would I hide? I always think to myself, you know, if I'm having issues, other people are having issues. You know, it doesn't really matter what level that you're at with Stampin' Up. Everybody ships. Everybody's going to be having issues, you know? So I just find it best to tell my customers the truth. This way, this way you guys know what's going on. So that's why my little sweet talk class was so early, because I wanted to make sure that I got my product in. We're doing pretty good. We're doing okay with the mailing and the receiving of product. Now, watch this. See how this is stuck on here? That's okay. There's a lot of little things right here that need to come out. And most of the time, when you pull this adhesive sheet, which we might have a couple of pieces of it back here. I think that's what I did. A lot of times, these little pieces, look how nice they come right off into the adhesive sheet. You can even stick them as you're pulling it if you can. Stick them right onto there, and then they come right off. Isn't that fantastic? So I definitely wanted to show you guys that. I did this on Sunday also. My next thing, I want to stamp that greenhouse because it's huge and fun. So I'll do 2 cards with this. I'll do a card for my team and then a card for tomorrow. That's nice. And then Sunday we have new product. So that was another thing that I did, a little business move on my part. I started doing my bundle focuses starting on Sunday instead of like today. Isn't that cute? Not bad at all. Not bad at all to get all these pieces out, right? Let me move those to the side. Let's bring our acetate in here, or window sheet right there. You could see it a little bit better on this dark, right? Okay. Now I'm going to place this right over top. And these little ones right here, they don't stick up here, okay? This sheet should be below those little holes right there, okay? So I start like at a corner here, and I just place that, and then it's just going to fall where it needs to be. And it's just, oh, that came out perfect. Isn't that, look at that. So now we have like glass. See what I meant about up here? So when you stick it on there, don't think that you have to have this down, because then you're going to be off down here, okay? So I started at the corner and then just let it kind of lay on the top of there. Look at how cute that looks. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Just as adorable as the other one was with the vellum, you know, really cute. Okay, now let's go ahead and place this here. Actually, let me go ahead and put my little saying there. Love grows here. Let me show you this. It's right here on this stamp set, on the greenhouse, the garden greenhouse stamp set. Love grows here. So what I was doing was I was using all of these on the outside of the card, and then window sheet. It's definitely window sheet that I used. Yes. So I'm using these on the outside of the card, and then I'm filling in with my free stamp set from Celebration with Special Moments on the inside of the card. So I thought that was a fun way to use everything. Okay, I'm going to use a little spot here of Early Espresso. Ink that up, and I'm going to stamp it in this corner. Just like that. Ah, yay. Kind of almost scared to death to do that. You know, we have all of our color. I've got this on here, and then, yeah, and then to stamp it bad, I would have been like, oh my word. So we'll have to do something over top of it, you know? That's how that would go. Okay, now let's go ahead. I want to place my plants over here. And this is where I incorporated my, oh, do I need another? I need another little planter cut. Okay, let's cut that. I have two. I did two. I need three. So this is from the Plentiful Plants. I love these little planters, right? Let me get a little paper here, some cinnamon cider, just a piece of scrap. And for this, I will bring in the mini, because I just forgot to cut that third one. That's all. I use both these machines. I just love them. So here we go with this, and we'll put that there. And we'll just run this through really quick. That's a great thing about the mini. It's like, oh, forgot something. As long as it fits. There we go. Just so cute. I'm going to pick this up right off of here. Okay. Just like that. Okay. All right, now we're happy. We have to have our planters. So I was kind of thinking, like, if you were walking up to a greenhouse and you were going to buy some plants, they might have some hanging baskets outside, you know, maybe even on a trellis. Well, I found the brick wall, so I was like, okay, we'll do that. Let me go ahead, and I've already cut my greenery here, and this greenery comes from Plentiful Plants. It is this little die right here. So that's really cute. It's the Perfect Plant dies. Perfect Plants dies. Goes with Plentiful Plants. It's in the annual catalog. I believe some of it, though, is on back order at this point, but I know that many, many, many of you have them. I'm going to place a glue dot right here on the bottom of this little greenery, and then I'm going to take my little planter and put it right there. It's just going to pick that up nicely. Isn't that cute? And then I'm going to put a dimensional back here. And we're going to place these on our little brick wall. And so I have two of these, this type planner. So I'm going to start with this up here. Okay. And then I have this little, this one right here. I'll put that one here. And then this little one that's kind of rounded on the bottom, and I'll put that one right there. So it's to me, it's kind of like walking up. Put your pot die away. So small you could lose it. Yes. Oh, thank you. Hi. Yes, thank you. I love the way you guys take care of me. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, because it is so small, I would lose it. I'm good at losing things. Yes, definitely good at losing dies. I had a stamp. The little shelves from Welcoming Window would make cute shelves on the brick wall for plants too. Yes, I agree, Carol. There's a lot of other stamp sets and dies that actually will go with this garden greenhouse. Garden greenhouse. Really cute. Okay, now I didn't want this to be flat. Okay, I just kind of want to look at where I'm going to place that, and I want these two guys in here. Okay, so I'm going to place these guys right here. Just like that. I'm just going to eyeball it just for a second. Yep, like it. I don't want it to come out the door. That's the thing. I want them to be in the greenhouse. So I'll go ahead and glue dot these guys down. I want to make sure that I have that right. Yes, okay. Just kind of eyeballing it, okay? Right here. And right here. Just like that. Okay, now, again, this. I didn't want it to be flat and push these little plants down. I also, because it's like a glass, okay, window sheet. The window sheet makes it look like glass. I wanted it to pop up a little bit so that we had a little depth to it. So in the four corners, I'm going to place mini dimensionals, and yours does not have to be a mini. You could cut a piece of dimensional. So I'm going to put these in the four corners, and then we're going to hide them with our flowers that we cut. That's what I did last night. I thought, whoa, I want this up. How am I going to hide it? What am I going to do? And then it just came to me. These little flowers are so pretty. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put that right down there at the bottom so no green is sticking out. And I'm just going to stick that down. See, it just gives it the tiniest bit of dimension right there, just to make it look even cuter than what it is. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and, that's cute. Let's go ahead and add it to the front of the card. Just like that. I'm going to use a little Tombow coming to the end of this bottle. I think we're done. I think we're done. Always have one on standby. Always. I'm a liquid glue person. A lot of people just like seal, but I like my liquid glue so that I have my wiggle room. So I'm going to go ahead and place this before I place my flowers. Cute. So we have the inside of the card completed. We have the envelope completed. And now we're just going to decorate. Isn't that fun? Look how cute that is. Just adorable. And I love the softness of the colors behind that little greenhouse. Really cute. Okay, so I'm placing these all on with glue dots. Let me pull me out some here. And I'm going to place the glue dot to where it's in the middle of the flower. I'm going to put a soft succulent right here, or not soft succulent, So Saffron. And then let's get a little Coastal Cabana and a Petal Pink. And again, my glue dot is going to go right in that center. And I'm going to put it right here. Kind of just making a nice little corner of flowers. I know they call these mini glue dots, but they're big, okay? So I'm gonna put this right under here. Now, we don't want the glue dot to show at all, okay? Oh, thank you, Diana. It's really coming together. It really is coming together. So on another card, well, actually on this card, when I was doing it on Sunday, I had a customer say, put a rhinestone here, out here on this flower. I used a regular rhinestone and it didn't look right. And her and I decided here on live, okay, to use the champagne rhinestones. And I'm telling you, they just look so cute. So look at this little grouping of flowers, but watch what happens when I add these champagne rhinestones. And if you've ordered from me, I know I gave these as a gift. So hopefully you have them in your arsenal of goodies. And look at how stinking cute when I add those. I know, right? Just to add this is like, I don't know, just that little bit. It makes it crazy, but it's wonderful. Now, in this corner, we're going to do petal pink, so saffron, and coastal cabana that way. I'm just kind of alternating my flowers and their colors a little bit just to make it cute. But I'm telling you, it's these flowers right here that make this card. Now see, you can see my dimensional right there, not for long. And it doesn't have to stay right on the greenhouse. You know, it could come a little bit off. That's okay. And I'll put my So Saffron out here. And I'm just gonna kind of tuck that in there and let that little flower be in our doorway there. And then, now if you wanted to even get smaller glue dots, if you've got the glue dots from Paper Pumpkin and want to peel the backs off, this would be a great place to put them. I just thought that if I sat here and peeled all the backs off, you guys would go nuts. So, and I might too. So I decided to use the regular size ones. And even if I used the smaller ones, I would have still put these rhinestones in here. But it just makes it come alive. Now wait, we're gonna hang some flowers up here. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, we have Coastal Cabana and the rest of them. So Saffron and Petal Pink to go here. So let's go with Coastal Cabana. And we'll put this one here. We're gonna cover up that dimensional. Cute. Then I'm gonna get a Petal Pink, a little Petal Pink. And I'm gonna put that kind of a little bit higher. And I don't want those glue dots to show. Right up there. Now a So Saffron. And I'm just kind of alternating them up and down. Put the hanging basket from Plentiful Plants on the top would be cute. Oh, I agree. Are you talking the big? Okay, so let's look at that. She was saying the hanging basket. I was looking at this and I felt like it might be a little bit big for what I was trying to accomplish. Is this the one that you're talking about? That might be really cute just hanging there, right? Over the greenhouse though. That would look adorable, really, just hanging over it. So, but I thought like for what I was doing today because I looked at that last night, I was like, oh, I want to use that hanging basket. That's just too cool. But I was afraid that I would overwhelm it. Bigger than I thought. Yes, ma'am. Yes, 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 yes. I agree. I totally agree. Now I'm going to put this one here, but I want to see my the little space in the middle there because, yeah, too big. Okay. For this card, for this one it is. But what I could have done, okay, right over here is put this here. Okay, instead of doing the 3, I could have done this right here, which would have looked fantastic also, right? Yeah, I agree to be over here, but I think that if you just wanted to do one over here, I think that would look great. Let's get a petal pink. And we'll put this one down here. And again, I'm hiding that dimensional. Really sticking on my tool. Okay, and now my last saffron, and it's just gonna come right up here. Like there's flowers growing all over this greenhouse. That's what I absolutely love. Okay, now look here. This one has, against the brick would be cute. I agree. I agree that this would look fantastic. Yes, the lattice that is in the ephemera pack with it. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes, the lattice. I think I have one piece of that lattice left because I used the bejesus out of that lattice. Yes, this is the lattice that she's talking about. Replacing the brick with the lattice and then hanging the basket over the, oh my goodness. Oh, that could be a whole nother card. I have more cards to design. You never know. You never know what I might come up with tomorrow. This would make beautiful Mother's Day. Yes. Oh, I never even thought about that. Now look at these down here where I have the champagne rhinestones. And it really makes those flowers pop. And these look blah. So we have to make those pop. I think that's a fantastic idea with the lattice. I love that. Yeah, my Creative Monday had to get creative with taxes and stuff, so I'm a little behind making my cards because I usually have them all. I know, right? Another great idea for other cards. That's fantastic. You know, if you can just get inspired like that with one of my creations, I really feel like I've helped people use their product, use what they have, incorporate what they have. Thank you, Kelly. Incorporate what they have with the new product also. And because I don't know about you all, but when I get new product, I tend to absolutely 3 packs of the lattice. See, Carol, that was smart. But I tend to put things back and then I don't use them. And I'm like just using new product. But I was like, wait a minute, this greenhouse can go with a lot that we have. That fell right through that little hole. I want to pick that up. Okay, now I've got it. Okay, here we go. Look how cute. And what fantastic ideas for more cards, right? Just beautiful. This is our card for this morning. I hope it starts your day wonderfully with the garden greenhouse bundle paired with the plentiful plants. That's what's so great about Alive. We can toss around ideas. I so agree with that. I so totally agree with that. And you know me, I mean, I'm like, oh, what did they say? Let me do that. Yes. So thank you, Carrie. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Isn't this cute? Really, really. Oh, thank you, Joan. Look how pretty the inside. Now, like I said, here I used cinnamon cider, and I like that a lot better because you could see it. Here I used the saffron. You can see it, but it's very, very light. So I really kind of like the one with the cinnamon cider. Not that they're wrong, and not that they don't look bad, but if I had to do it again, I would definitely use the cinnamon cider right there. Thank you so much, Judith. I appreciate it. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back on tomorrow on Facebook Live at 10 a.m. We'll make another beautiful card with this bundle. So I like to do what's called, if you're new here, I like to do what's called bundle focus. So I pick a bundle and I work with it for the week. And then on Sunday, pick another one and work with it for the week. And so that you guys can have wonderful ideas. And look at the ideas I got today from you. I think that's just so fantastic and fun. Please have a wonderful day. Go to your happy space, do some happy crafting, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.